It can be very scary, it can be very uncomfortable, but if you can stop and think about the person behind the struggle and behind the suffering and behind that situation, it becomes a lot less scary, and you open yourself up to this alternative view.
In the city of Seattle, there's a lot of places where the homeless community go so that they're not seen, because they're demoralized and because people don't treat them as they're human.
I think there's a tendency to look away from people who are homeless. People just tell me that they can go through an entire day without a single person acknowledging that they even exist. And so when we take the time to just stop and say hello, there's so much power in that.
I got a letter on my listserv, Ballard Moms, that there was going to be tent encampments coming to Ballard. And the writer was very concerned that it would bring crime and sort of vagrants and undesirables into the neighborhood. And I reacted because I know that just because you're homeless doesn't mean that you are an undesirable person. And I was like, I want to feed these people.
When I wrote back to Molly in the email, let's fight some fear and hate with some love and burritos.
And some love and some burritos.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time for me in my freshman year of college, seeing all the stuff on the streets. I was seeing the homeless people and just the need. That I wasn't really doing anything about it. And what I found was that the transition between doing nothing and doing something really isn't that hard. This year, we're giving away sleeping bags and winter care packages to every homeless person in the street. And so if we can do our part to give every single person warm for the winter, that would mean a lot to the community.
I'm a mortgage loan officer, so ironically, my passion during the day is what I call more land, helping people get into homes, and my passion at night is more love, also helping people get into homes. Families are a tough one. People forget that there's children out there, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 2-year-olds. I went into it knowing that my purpose was to help change people's lives. That's what I believed. But what I didn't know, how much they were going to change mine.
You know, at the end of the day, homelessness is really everyone's problem, and it's also everyone's opportunity. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, if you're rich or poor, every one of us have an opportunity just to make some difference to someone in this world. And I think if we're just faithful to those little opportunities we have, it'll go a long way to making our community a better place.
What if your brother was homeless, or your mom, or your grandma, or, you know, anyone that you know was homeless? Because that's who homeless people are. They're somebody's grandma, they're somebody's brother, and someone's baby out there. And it's hard for me to look away knowing that.
So this is my father, and he has been homeless my entire life. For me, when I look at some of these homeless people and interact and engage and have my relationships with them, I'm reminded they have the daughters and they have the sons. And maybe even though I can't be that part in my father's life, maybe I can be a small part of that in theirs.